Hey friends, it is Susan with Susie Simply Handmade. I have a fun rag strip loopy flower. You can use either little buttons for your center. You can use some cardboard, whatever you have. Like these are going to get covered. So I chose buttons that I probably wouldn't use on another project. I cut some little strips here, maybe about 5-6 inches long. When you're cutting your fabric, be sure that when you have the top of it, you're cutting at least about 1/4 to 1/2 inch wide. If you cut too small, your strips will literally just turn into string. Okay, they'll just come apart because this is homespun fabric I'm using. So you want to cut it a little bit wider so that when you pull that strip, you'll allow for strings on both sides and still have a bit of a strip left, you know, of your fabric. So I have two different patterns here. I have some sticks from my yard that we're going to use for stems, centers that I'm going to be using. Now I'm going to show you how I do mine. They're very simple. So we're going to take one end of the strips. Now I didn't count, I just cut a handful that I thought would cover this little tiny piece of cardboard. And I'm just going to glue the ends of these strips all the way around, okay? The first end, just like this, all the way around the cardboard piece. Very simple and quick. And you can overlap them once you do like one, you know, row around. You can do another. Just make sure that you cover the cardboard and get a nice round look there. So go all the way around. Like I say, if you want to overlap as well, that's fine. Just stick them on there. They do not have to be nice and straight or anything. Just glue them down. Any rhyme or reason works, honestly. My cardboard pieces circle is maybe 1/2 inch or something. It's not very big. And again, I'm just putting my strips on here all the way around. You want to make sure that you know that they make like full circle. You fill it in all the way around. We are going to bring your loops in and tuck those down, okay? So I still have a little bit of glue. So I'm going to kind of tuck those right into that glue, and then I'll start adding a little more. Super simple. This is the easiest way to do these little loopy flowers. And they turn out really cute. They're nice and full. And you can use them in so many different designs. If you use the homespun like I'm using, they work great for like primitive projects. You can definitely do these in a patriotic style. You can do them in any color. But look how quick these go together. Really, really quick. Make sure you kind of keep your ends there in the center. Don't fold them in too far. Make sure you try to keep everything kind of centered. Let's put this one in the center. That's pretty big there. We'll put that right in the middle. And like I say, you can make your loops shorter, longer, whatever you want to. Whatever size you want your flowers to be is what size you want to cut your loops. The bigger your flower, the longer the loops, of course. So there's one of them. Look how quick and simple that turned out. And then we're just going to glue our stick right on the back. And you can cover that with a piece of fabric as well. Just get you kind of a wide piece and glue it right across there to kind of hold everything on. Just like that. Then you have the cutest little flower for a little vignette or whatever. I think that's adorable, but look how cute that is. So anyway, there's the first one. Let's do one more. And we've got to cut our strips for this one because I don't have them cut down the right size. I'm going to cut these a little shorter. Make these a little shorter. Okay. See how these are all, like there's a lot of strings. There's a lot of strings. I'm just going to cut these pretty short. Whatever size you want to make yours. And like I say, you can make your, these loops are a little bit wider than the other ones. I cut these a little wider. So whatever you want to use, you can do different variations. These are so quick and simple. Okay, that should be plenty. Now we're going to we'll use a button for this one. Okay, we use a button for this one. I'm just going to start gluing our strips on. Again, all the way around. I'm going to kind of pinch these at the bottom because they're so wide. Pinch the bottoms of them. And I'm just going to twist my button as I go here so I can make sure I get it nice and round all the way around. That one's too small. If you get a hold of some that are, you know, not cut exactly right, just fix them or just don't use them. Just don't use them. Okay. Right on there. Like I say, you don't have to be precise with these. You just have fun. You just put them together. However you want to. That's a little shorty piece there. I don't know if that's going to be long enough to use, but we'll make it work. We'll put a couple little short pieces in there. Bring your loops in. All the way around. This one's definitely not going to be as like long and loopy. It's not going to be as loose. It's going to be a little bit tighter, different look, and that's okay. They're kind of cute like that. Let's see, I want that one to come up through the middle here in the front. It's shorter, just like that. All right. This almost looks like a little bow too. Looks like a little bow with the little tails hanging down. So you could make it a bow if you wanted to. You definitely can do whatever you want to with it, but it's supposed to be a flower. That, we're almost done. Just got them all. We need a big button for the middle, because this is the big fluffy one. Pretty full. So we're going to tuck this down in there, because I laid out a little tiny button and it is not going to work. We're going to need big buttons for these. I think I'm just going to do the white one because I don't really have anything else that matches. So we're just going to glue that right in there. Just going to leave it. Oops, they're coming on my loops loose. Make sure you get them all glued down good. That was a little short one. So there is our second one. Like I say, this one's a little bit different looking because it has different different lengths of loops, and the width is different on some of them. It's what, you know, they're wider. Some of them are wider. Some of them are thinner. but just make it however you want to. And I just put these together really quick, so I didn't take a lot of time and thought into like sizes and all that. I just put it together real quick just for video's sake. So I'm going to shove that piece down in there. It's a little bit longer. Now we're going to get our stick. We're going to get our stick, put it on the back, cover it with a piece of fabric. Again, just cut a little piece. It's kind of wide. Have some wide pieces here. Perfect. And we will cover that. Cut that again. Cover that whole button. You won't even notice the button. Just cover it up. Hold your stick on. Makes the back look finished. And then you have two really pretty little loopy flowers that are different but match, that you could put in a little vignette. And you can take little strips like of the fabric and tie on to make like little leaves. This one's really thin, but just to give you an idea, like put that on there, get a piece for the other one. Whoops. So how cute are those? I love them, and they were really quick, simple, easy to do. But I think they turned out super cute. So that's the way you can do little loopy flowers. So just make them whatever sizes, colors. Do your centers different. You can use whatever you want for stems or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you'll give them a try. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.